What's going on, guys? This is Joe with Ultradyne USA. In this video, I want to do a complete step-by-step on how to install the Ultradyne Adjustable Gas Block. From taking off your old gas block, exchanging your gas tube, and then installing the new gas block onto your rifle. So let's get started. First, you're going to want to take off your old gas block. So obviously, to get to that old gas block, you're going to need to take off your handguard. Once your handguard is off, you can go ahead and remove your old gas block. This specific one just has 2 set screws. Some might be pinned. If they're pinned, you'll have to drive your pin out. But for this specific one, we'll just have to remove these 2 set screws, and then you'll be able to slide your gas block and tube off your barrel. So now that you get your old gas block and tube off your barrel, you'll want to take your tube out of your old gas block. And so to do this, you'll just have to drive out the pin that is pinning the tube to the gas block. You will most likely want a block or some sort of rest to lock down the gas block to keep it stable while you're driving out this pin. Alright, so once you drive that pin out, the gas tube just easily slides right out, and then you'll be able to install your gas tube into your new gas block. So if we take our new adjustable gas block out of our packaging, we send it with a new roll pin. And so you'll want to use this new roll pin instead of the old one that was already in the old gas block. So new gas block and a new roll pin. So then we'll want to take that pin out, and to drive this into your new gas block makes it a lot easier if you have a roll pin punch, which I have here. Just makes it easier to set that pin into the proper spot on the gas block. And so you'll want to make sure whenever you're putting this tube into the new gas block that your gas hole on your tube is pointed down so that it aligns with the gas hole in the top of the adjustable gas block. And so all you have to do is line that up and then line the pinhole, and then you can pin it. All right, so we got our tube pinned into our new adjustable gas block. You want to make sure that the pin is about centered, so there's the same distance from the edge of the pin to the surface of the gas block on either side. That's how we know it'll be the most stable. So now we'll be able to install this onto our barrel. So you simply slide it over just how your old one came off, and your gas tube will go into your upper receiver like that, and then you slide it on. A lot of barrels will have dimples where the set screw will inset into that dimple, and that makes it pretty easy. So you know you just slide it until that set screw insets into that dimple, and you know that's where it needs to be located. If it doesn't have that dimple, it can be kind of tricky to determine where to space this gas block off this shoulder. I do know that the hole on the adjustable gas block from Ultradyne is exactly 1/4 inch away from this surface. And so what you could do is you could measure the distance from the shoulder to your gas hole in your barrel, and you can take that difference, and that's how far you know you need to space the edge of the gas block away from the shoulder. You don't want to go all the way up against the shoulder. You need that slightly pulled off. Another trick you can do to find out where your gas block needs to be located on your barrel is if you flip your gas block around, you can actually look through this set screw hole and center it with the gas hole, because it's in the exact same location as the gas hole in the adjustable gas block. And then you can mark the location of your gas block on your barrel, and then that way whenever you go to install it, you know how far to offset it off your shoulder. So since this one has dimples, it's pretty simple. Make sure your gas tube is aligned on the center of your barrel, and you can go ahead and torque down your set screws to about 25 to 30 inch-pounds. So whenever you torque these down, keep in mind that you most likely want to make sure that your rifle cycles well with the gas block, and then you can always come back after you know that and take one set screw out at a time and put some red Loctite on them. That way it makes it more permanent. So now that your new gas block is properly installed, I'm going to go over how to properly tune your rifle. Whenever you go out to the range and shoot it for the first time, you want to go ahead and start with this gas block all the way closed. And so we send the gas block with the adjustment tool. It's long enough that it should reach with your handguard on and be able to adjust the gas block. Go ahead and open it up 3 to 4 clicks, and then you can start your tuning process. What I mean by tuning process is you want to find your optimal ejection pattern. And so the optimal ejection is in between 3 and 4 o'clock if you're looking at a clock from the top down. If your shell casings are ejecting too far back away from the muzzle, you're short stroking and you want to go ahead and start opening your gas block up more until you reach that optimal ejection pattern. If your casings are ejecting too far forward towards the muzzle, you are overgassed and you want to go ahead and close off your gas block. The gas block has 16 points of adjustment, and so you can count those as you're clicking out. Once you get to 16, do not go any further, because then you will risk that screw coming flying out and you might lose it. That's basically it for the complete installation of the UD adjustable gas block and how to tune it. If you have any more questions, please let us know in the comments. But for now, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.